Welcome to Busan FM News at 8. I'm Jenny He. A Seoul court judge has been put under emergency arrest on suspicion of taking bribes from a notorious loan shark in return for legal favors, prosecutors said today. The 43-year-old judge, identified only by his surname Choi, is accused of receiving 600 million won in kickbacks from the private moneylender since 2009, the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office said. The usurer has been standing trial on separate charges for the past 2.5 years. Choi had been probed since last April and was most recently questioned a day earlier. He reportedly told prosecutors that he had only borrowed 300 million won from a different businessman and that he had paid it off in 6 months. South Korean medical worker suspected of contracting the Ebola virus was discharged from a hospital in Germany today after being confirmed clean, Seoul's foreign ministry said. The unidentified medical staff, one member of Seoul's 10-strong medical team, had been under intensive monitoring in a Berlin hospital since January 4th. This happened after the worker's index finger came in contact with a needle while collecting blood from an Ebola patient in Sierra Leone. The ministry official said the worker was released from the hospital after showing no symptoms of infection during the 3-week incubation period for Ebola. The Seoul government will provide necessary support to help the medical staff return home safely, he added. In local news, the city of Busan has reinforced their preventive measures for avian influenza or AI infection around Ulsukdo, a habitat for migratory birds. The city will only keep the exhibition room for the Nakdong River Eco Center open for visitors and will install sterilization facilities on the roads nearby Ulsukdo to control commuting vehicles. Bexco announced 2015 as a year for creating future growth in celebration of its 20th anniversary. Bexco's vision for this year is becoming a world-class exhibition and convention center by putting priority on customer satisfaction. To achieve their vision, the convention center will aim to achieve 50% in exhibition operation rate, host 90 international conferences, and support private exhibitions and conventions. The Busan Metropolitan City Office of Education said that it will conduct a joint purchase of classroom materials from March when the new semester begins. The materials for purchase and their standards will be decided by a task force team composed of teacher groups. The purchasing items are expected to be the ones that are available for second phase competition in the multiple award schedule system of the Public Procurement Service, such as televisions and computers. To the international news. The wealthiest 1% will soon own more than the rest of the world's population, according to a study by anti-poverty charity Oxfam. The charity's research shows that the share of the world's wealth owned by the richest 1% increased from 44% in 2009 to 48% last year. On current trends, Oxfam says it expects the wealthiest 1% to own more than 50% of the world's wealth by 2016. The research coincides with the start of the World Economic Forum in Davos. Oxfam's executive director, Weena Bianima, who will co-chair the Davos event, said she would use the charity's high-profile role at the gathering to demand urgent action to narrow the gap between rich and poor.